This is the start to the video guide for Wuppo any percent. Start a new game by erasing a file and selecting easy because easy is the fastest. But we're actually not gonna start the timer yet. Timer starts when we click this text box away right here. You're gonna be mashing through this with spacebar and your left mouse button in the run, but I'll go through it slower just so you can like pick up on the dialogue options you have to click on. First thing you have to do is click nothing. Then he'll talk to you for a bit, and then you have to just click the one thing that's available, order ice cream, which will then have him talk for a bit, and then you can just start walking left. If you've already played the game, this is pretty much all self-explanatory. For a while, talk to him. Floor 1. If you don't want him to talk to you, just open the inventory by pressing I while you're on the elevator. He'll just not talk to you. It doesn't really matter if he talks to you or not. He can just, you know, talk to you and it wouldn't lose you any time. But I like to not talk to him when possible. So you're at the service desk now and there's 3 people here. And this first guy says one of 19 different possible dialogues. I'll put a list of the dialogues and which ones are fast and which ones are slow in the description. But there's some that are really slow and some that are really fast, so you know, if you have the patience, you might be wanting to like restart over and over to get good RNG on the first and the last guy at the service desk, because the second guy actually always says the same thing, and the other 2 can say one of 19 different things. So you talk to Carlo, say ice cream please, and then you say no problem. Always say the first one here, don't worry, I've got this. And now you can start walking left again. He'll stop you for a second, and then you can keep walking left. You want to get back on the elevator and go back up. Which is once again the only option here. You can't currently go to any other floors than 1 or 4. If you talk to him during the, like this elevator ride, not on the elevator ride down, but on this and later elevator rides in the run, you can actually get 1 free happiness. If you want to go for that, you know, you can go for that. Also, the splotches that I leave on the ground right here will dictate where the splotches are going to be when I get back here to clean them up later in the run. So the optimal amount of splotches you can get is 3 on this side and 2 on this side. Because I'm walking back and forth, I'm just making a lot more splotches here. But optimally, you would want 3 and 2. And then once you get to this point, Carlo will start talking to you again, really angry. And then just keep walking left. And once you cross into this screen, just stop walking. They will pick you up and throw you out. And then, you know, this is pretty much just the way the story progresses. This guy talks to you and makes you small, which is really good because you're faster if that happens. And then after a bit you can just start like jumping, and you don't want to like stay in the water for too long because you walk slower while you're in the water. So you want to just double jump onto this thing and then do another double jump, a single jump, and then you can just immediately go down here. I'll just demonstrate it again. You'll jump off the side of this, double jump again, and then single jump, and then you can immediately dive down. If you don't do this or something similar, sometimes you'll like land in here and then you'll have to wait for him to like catch air and then dive down. So if you just jump in, it's way faster. And then you don't want to land on the house, you want to land down here next to him. Talk to him. First text box. Talk to him again, first text box again. Doesn't really matter here if you press the first or the second text box. Also, something I forgot to mention is whenever you select any dialogue option, Scallywag, like the one, will mouth the dialogue option for a bit. Like he'll just move his mouth and make clicking noises. You can also skip that by just mashing spacebar and mouse button through that. I'm not doing it right now because I want to give you some like input here. So now you want to press O. What he tells you to do is press tab and then D and then this, but it's just way faster. Just press O and immediately get to this. Then you want to click on this, he'll talk again, and go over and throw it in here. And then you want to position yourself so that, whoops, messed it up. I'll show you after this. This is just like a bunch of dialogue, I'll just mash through it. This is like just the longest single stretch of dialogue pretty much. And now you want to click I know enough. I know enough actually skips a lot of text here, and then it'll throw the gum gum gun on you. So what you actually wanted to do here before he started the film strip was stand on this slope, but don't make it to the door. You don't want to get to the door, you only want to stand right here. And then you want to press 1 to equip the gum gum gun. And then he talks to you again for a bit, and then you want to talk to him again, and click the 5th one here, I need a match. You'll need this match to activate the, what is it, like the transporting system in the Wumhouse later. And while he throws it on you can already like walk over here, and then you want to jump up here. And just swim up to get to Denksnavel. And you don't want to immediately pick Denksnavel up. I'll probably make an extra like description video for this single part and put it in the video later. Or I'll just explain it right now. You get to this point, and instead of picking him up right then and there, you want to jump onto him and then press tab to open that rotary menu I showed you earlier before you hit him. So you want to jump into him and then hit this. So you want to jump up like over him, and then while you fall down, press tab and pick him up. And once you picked him up, you want to open your like inventory by clicking on this, and then wait for a clicking sound that will appear. And that clicking sound means he just equipped on top of you to start a dialogue. But if you immediately like click on the gum gum gun, for example, or the match, you can do either one. If you immediately click on that after the clicking sound appears, he'll be like unequipped and you won't have to go through the dialogue. And it saves like a good couple of seconds. So this is what you want to do. Like that. Clicking noise, click on that, and then this thing will immediately pop up. And press OK and just jump into here. And shoot these blocks. And just walk all the way over to Frederick Fish. There's a small little thing here that I'll explain before we get to the room. You want to like immediately double jump onto the first destroyable like thing up here. And you don't want a single jump, you explicitly want to double jump up there, because if you don't, then it will break before you get to jump again, because Freddy will like run into his house and stop you from doing anything. You want to do this, and he'll jump in there, and then you want to double jump onto the mushrooms. Double jump again, 3 double jumps, and a single jump, then another double jump and a double jump over here. Sometimes these guys can hit you when you get to there, doesn't really matter. And then you get to this fight. Your fight starts when you get to this podium. You obviously don't want to spend too much time in the water, so just double jump over there. And then you get on here, and he comes out. I got the weird one. Normally he's green. If you get this one, you explicitly want him to die on this side. Like, you want him to die on this side so that he comes out on that side. If he dies during any phase except for the jumping attack he's doing right now, he will actually die on the other side. Like, he will die on that side and then come out on this side and spit out the bucket. And you want him to spit out the bucket on this side. Because if he dies on this side and spits out the bucket, you have a way easier way to go back to the left. If he spits it out over here, you have to walk way farther. Also, additionally, to this version of the boss, when you kill him, Denksnavel would actually talk to you and like give you 3 text boxes, which is obviously slower than if that didn't happen. But if you get him to die on this side, you can actually make it out of the screen before Denksnavel talks to you. So right now I'm gonna kill him, and he's gonna die here. Just for demonstration purposes, this is Denksnavel talking to me. And now you want to go over here after you picked up the bucket. And that's pretty much the entire way to the Frederick fish fight.